Hey, you know who Justin Roiland is? The creator of Rick and Morty?
No.
He put out a statement just now. Ay. This is going to be a big story, I guess. Have you guys seen people talking about this yet? It just happened.
Oh, boy. Right before we went live, and there was no articles or anything about it when I Googled it, but it's been about 30 minutes now, so there might be.
Oh, boy.
It's just sucky and awkward,
It's an article
you know?
from 30 minutes ago. Let me take a look.
I do feel like it's a little bit directed towards not me specifically, but people like me, right? Who stopped associating with him after.
Who's the guy?
He was a friend of mine.
Oh, was. Okay.
And some really horrible things came out about him, kind of like a Me Too style of thing, right?
Okay.
And he says, I've always known that these claims were false, and I never had any doubt that this day would come. I'm thankful that this case has been dismissed. So I don't have any intel about. He was tried for domestic abuse. I don't have any intel if it was dismissed. It may have been. I don't know.
It would be a very weird thing to tweet out if it wasn't. So I have to assume he knows.
Well, why wouldn't he just say the case was dismissed today? You know, it's like.
What did they
this
say?
statement
What
comes
did they
months.
say he did?
This statement, hold one sec. This statement comes months after NBC News reported on Roiland's legal situation. It was there the public learned Roiland had been arrested in August 2020 and charged with felony domestic battery and false imprisonment in California. So according to him, it's been dropped, although we haven't been able to corroborate that. He says, I'm thankful the case has been dismissed, but at the same time, I'm deeply shaken by the horrible lies that were reported about me during this process. Most of all, I'm disappointed that so many people were so quick to judge without knowing the facts, based solely on the word of an embittered ex trying to bypass due process and have me canceled. That it may have succeeded even partially is shameful. However, now that the legal case has ended, I'm determined to move forward and focus both on my creative projects and restoring my good name. So, like, what I'll say about this is, you know, when the case came out, when people found out about this charge against him, a lot of people, most people were like, well, let's see what happens because we don't have the evidence. In fact, he was, he still had his job. I think the cancellation really came when all these DMs started coming out. You know, specifically, there's one where the girl's telling him she's underage, and he says that, like, that's all good with him and shit. Like, he's not really addressing the accusations that were the most serious, right? That's what I'm seeing here. In fact, he's not even trying to refute them, is he? He's just said they were horrible lies, just generally, not very specific. So, you know, I don't know, man. You know what I mean? Anyone have thoughts? There's crickets in here. All right. Thank you, everybody. So,
well, once you said it, I was just intentionally. I was also dealing with something else. I apologize. But
well, the thing is, I don't want to say anything, but I've learned since this story's come out that I know a little bit about this situation. I've learned about who the ex is. She's remained private. And I think it's from what I know of her and of this, and you know what I've heard behind the scenes of the situation, because I've obviously, when this happened, I was trying to understand what the hell's going on. I don't think it's. I think it's. He says of her. He says of her that an embittered ex trying to bypass due process and have me canceled. And I think that that's not an accurate portrayal of what happened.
You know more because you know the girl, you're saying.
I do know. Yeah, I do.
Is this the underage ex that you're referring to, or?
Oh no, she was no.
Okay, because chat was a little confused about that.
No, that was a DM that's people. There was a ton of
Right.
DMs of him being gross, is what got him canceled.
How old's the
Right.
guy, Heath?
He's about my age, a little older, a couple years older than me.
And he's dealing with minor girls.
Yeah,
He's bad news. That's not a
that's
hard
exactly
point to figure out.
That's
Yeah.
it. Yeah. He's 43, so yeah, he's
just a year older than.
Well, he's a fair
and he
bit
was a
older.
buddy of yours
1 year
in
older.
the
Six.
past, Heath. He was a buddy of yours in the past.
He was. We were really close, actually. It really hurt. It's painful.
When you see
It is
find
it's
things
very,
out about people, you don't think they're one way and they end up being one way, right?
It has been painful. I won't lie. I mean, it's not about me, but it's hard to navigate this kind of thing when it's happening to your friends. But this response is not. It's not good. And let me just say that that's really not a fair characterization. From what I understand, I'm not going to talk about it more specifically than that. But it's fucked up. I don't know, man. Yeah. I mean, and how are we going to look past that DM of him being like, hey, you're underage? Can you pull that up just to refresh? I don't know if it's...
jailbait one?
Yeah, the jailbait one. He's like, you're jailbait. You're 17. Come hang out with me. Write a song about tons of cocks jizzing on your face.
That was a different one.
He said straight from Joy... Just from Roiland's-
That was a employee.
Right.
That he sent that one.
So he said, literally, 100 years ago... Oh, that was from his podcast, right? But he said, 100 years ago... it was little 13-year-old girls. If they were built like a woman, they were getting married and having kids. And now we're going to be all precious about it. That's what he said on his podcast. But
Sister.
This is the one that's like, come on, bro. That's the dicks off one.
Oh, boy.
This isn't the one.
Maybe switch off, Ian.
Oh, shut.
Does this one not have...
I thought this is the one you're referring to.
Well, anyway, you guys have all read it. They're all out there. No, the jailbait one. That one's not the jailbait one. But anyway, we don't need to show it, you know? I don't know. I understand he's trying to say, fuck me, dude. It just sucks. Yeah, here it is. Jimmy, tell me what you think about this one.
What's it say?
Oh, yeah, sorry, at the airport. It's insane in the membrane. What time is it there? 11:30. Oh, so rate. It's so rate. And me so Chinese. I have school tomorrow. Oh, school tomorrow? Lol. No. F my life. You should run away from home and go into sex slavery, you fucking stupid F-slur bitch.
He's got problems. I thought I had problems. He has problems.
Histrionic.
Well, histrionic is nothing.
Yeah,
after-
histrionic's a walk in the park.
It's a walk in the park. This guy's got real problems.
He says, would you do video game reviews and stuff like that? I bet you do good. She says, yeah, just playing games and shit. Then once you turn 18, you start cam whoring.
What?
He says to her, why are you such a jailbait? What's wrong with you in that regard? You should grow older, you dumb bitch.
I think you got to get rid of this guy.
Then he says, is it cool being jailbait? Does the FBI follow you around, arrest all the men you sleep with?
Oh, boy.
So, like, bro, I mean...
He needs to have better things to do than that.
He did. That's the thing. He was very busy, very creative. Very creative.
That's gonna ruin him. That's gonna.
It has.
If it hasn't already.
It
yeah.
has. It has absolutely ruined him, actually.
Yeah.
He was on the biggest show in the world, pretty much, Rick and Morty. He had just released
Really?
a huge video game.
So the guy was successful and he blew it by being
Mega.
stupid.
He was on top of the world.
And he,
Probably the most successful creative person, alive at the time.
how long ago was he successful? Like recent?
No, it had been going for a while.
Okay.
Your kids
While
definitely
back.
know Rick and Morty. It's like
Okay.
super, super famous.
I got you.
Yeah.